Why did that guy have BF as a sign? Um, it's not bullying and harassment. This is just an explanation. TikTok, let's get that straight. When anybody try to report my videos, because a lot of people be sensitive about these issues and these subjects, but they never want to touch on the basis of why they exist in the first place. They're idiots, okay? Anybody who is willing to stand in the sweltering heat as a grown man in front of Disney World was holding up the sign in his own defense of what he is. It kills me because they were spewing racist rhetoric and they join their little factions, and all they do is complain. That's all they do is complain. They complain about everything but what they need to. I don't think that many people remember January 6th. We're going to storm the Capitol. You know what? To be honest with you, I know it was prop, but at the same token, they fell for it. Hook, line, and sinker. They let them do that because it was like, okay, y'all want to run government? Go ahead. We're going. We're free. We're in our multi-million-dollar mansions. We're on vacation. We knew y'all was actually sitting here propagating this stuff. We're going to get out of here because guess what? Your tax dollars are going to pay for every repair, for everything that you destroy. And going deeper down the rabbit hole, a lot of people were sitting here talking about, oh, the Capitol is closed. No, it's not. It was just repaired by your tax dollars. So the BF sign was a sign to say they've been BF'd. You know, and it sucks because I find it very odd that people would waste their time in front of Disney World, you know, and have the audacity to complain about people of color. Why are y'all always complaining about people of color? We're not the problem. Y'all actually had access to the problem and did nothing with it. Y'all stormed the Capitol. Y'all did this. Y'all climbed walls. Y'all played 300 like no other. You know? Y'all sit here climbing. Y'all wearing costumes. Y'all wearing flags. Y'all doing all this stuff. And did nothing with the government that you railed against, which shows you how weak they really are. They let them get away with that. That's what they're not understanding. Everything that's going on right now, where everybody's holding up a swastika, let me tell you something. The Aryan race and the European race are not the same. From study and research, they are not the same. You know, the Nordic tribes went to war with the interland tribes, quote unquote, what they would consider European, but they went to war with the Caucasians because it wasn't Europe. It was the Caucasus region, which is nothing more than the nomadic Asian race. So any individual that holds on to a swastika that's inverted, you have to realize that, first off, you look like a fool because you're not of the Nordic race. And to be honest with you, historically correct, because I've done accurate research on this subject, that a lot of them didn't survive the trek and the journeys and the wars that went on, the Punic Wars. So they're claiming to be something they're not. They just need identity. That's all it is. Because they don't have one. So in order for them to try to reinforce their ideology of superiority, first off, if you were superior, you would be a CEO of a multi-billion-dollar corporation amongst the people who look like you, and you would actually have things set together, and you would have things put together for you to have longevity of what you believe in. But you don't. So that's why he had that sign out there, because they have nothing else better to do. They're mad because they are dealing with the system that they cannot understand nor interpret. They cannot interpret the system, so therefore their thing is to hate. But they want to try to project hate onto colored people. People of color have nothing to do with y'all. That is y'all battle. Y'all have been battling each other for eons. You know? And to project it means that it's like proximity crime. You know what I'm saying? And these individuals that are going out here, you know, promoting these mass unalivings and swastikas, why don't y'all take that energy to the people who are really putting y'all at a disadvantage? Disney is not putting you at a disadvantage. You're in the wrong place. But, you know, they get geeked up. You know, they get, you know, motivated on drugs and alcohol and so forth and so on. And then they turn around and they try to project it, because they can't deal with the stress that they've been going to war with their own people. There's no such thing as white supremacy in this country. I don't like when people say white supremacy. There is no supremacy. You have the right to govern yourself. That's the thing that they have a mental lapse in. You know? So because they have a mental lapse in governing themselves, this is what they do. They're like petulant little children. You know? Little children who can't get their way. Wah, wah, wah. Life's unfair. And it's the black people. No, it's not. It's not. And that's the thing that they try to reinforce and make it seem like we are the problem. That whole civil rights movement was nothing more than a distraction for the elitist class to rise to power while the rest stay divided. And these dumbasses don't get that. They're ignorant. They're illiterate, financially illiterate, as far as educationally illiterate. They've been indoctrinated into believing that they think they run something, and they don't. Because if you still pay bills to anybody, you are not independent or you're not superior. So the BF sign was nothing more than a reflection of him holding up a reflection of himself saying he got BF'd. So we can't take this stuff to heart. We have to let idiots be idiots in this day and age of knowledge and information. We definitely have to. Because anybody that spends their time outside of Disney World to honestly tell you the truth, as a grown man, that's kind of questionable to me. And to spew racist rhetoric. But you have no power to overthrow Disney. You have no power to make sure that they don't enforce their policies. And what the hell do people of color have to do with Disney anyway? Other than being starred in their films and so forth. Why do we have to be thrown in your bullshit? If you so badass and you so supreme, go in there and storm Disney. Like y'all did the Capitol. But leave us out of it. We mind our business as copper-colored people. We have always been indigenous to the land. So they can miss me with that bullshit. Go back to Africa. At least we could trace our roots back to where we come from. But I don't really know nobody trying to build no resorts in the Caucasus Mountains. Just saying. Take it into consideration. He's just mad because he believed in the ideology of his parents, who were probably dead, had fed him. And he believed it. He swallowed it and found out it was sour bitters. Peace, light, love.